Good evening and welcome to Etown News. I'm Megan Spiegelberg.
And I'm Rosena Campana. Emotions Fall Show, hot chocolate karaoke night, and more coming up after this.
Have any unopened, non-perishable food items that you won't be using before winter break? Donate to the Blue Jay Pantry today. Etown Center for Community and Civic Engagement is holding an end-of-the-semester food drive. Now through December 6th, students can participate in the food drive. You can make a donation by dropping off any of your food items in the basket in your residence hall's lobby. Any help is appreciated, and your donations are important in Etown's mission to educate for service.
That same Thursday evening, the Elizabethtown community celebrated the Merry Grinchmas Etown tree lighting. ECTV's Brooke Weston has more on the night's festivities.
Live Etown, the Chamber of Commerce, and Etown's event coordinators help work together to give a Whoville feel for their downtown area. Residents come dressed up and ready to enjoy the events.
This is the 4th year of the tree lighting. 2nd year we combined it with Grinch. I know there's a lot of people that absolutely love the Grinch. I love the Grinch too.
This is the Grinch's 2nd year joining in on the Elizabethtown festivities. They begin the events with people gathered alongside the streets to watch him drive down in a Corvette. He ends up in the Elizabeth, where he holds a meet and greet to say hello to all his fans. But that's not all that's in the Elizabeth.
We got over 1,000 cookies that were donated from the community to give everybody something fun to do.
The town gathered in the back to decorate their own cookies. They got help from the volunteers to prepare for the people.
I think the more we do it, the better it gets, the more organized it is, the more people tell other people about it. It continues to grow every year.
Business owners and residents in the downtown area all contribute with baking goods or small stands to stop at, along with food trucks from small restaurants and neighboring food places.
Ultimately, just seeing everybody out in the community enjoying the events has really made this is why we keep doing it.
From 4 to 8 p.m., Elizabethtown celebrated Merry Grinchmas. In Elizabethtown, Brooke Weston, ECTV.
Last week on Friday and Saturday, eMotion held its annual fall show. One of the biggest shows of the year drew a large crowd. Here's ECTV's Philip Patches with the story.
eMotion had their 2024 fall showcase over the weekend in Leffler Chapel. The chapel was decorated for the holiday season. Students, faculty, and community members came out to watch and show support for the performers. The club was selling merchandise such as shirts and was raffling off various baskets for those in attendance. This showcase's theme was Dancing Through the Decades and featured several song and artist mixes to keep on theme. These included an 80s mix, a Cardi B mix, and a Michael Jackson mix.
So this semester was a little different for us because it was a little bit shorter, so we had less practices. But overall, I feel like all of our dancers did really, really well tonight. Our Saturday show is always the bigger show, so everyone's adrenaline's really pumping.
The show had a big turnout, filling the chapel with a group eager to watch. eMotion started out as a smaller club with only 7 members at first. However, through its 28 years on campus, it has grown to become the biggest club on campus with over 100 members. This being the most members the club has seen since the COVID-19 pandemic.
This is the most dancers we've had in a showcase so far. And truthfully, it's so amazing to see people get together and share the love of dance.
The show also featured a guest appearance from Elizabethtown College's beloved therapy dog, Truman. In Elizabethtown, Philip Patches, ECTV.
Friday, November 22nd, saw a new event come to Etown's campus. At 12:30 p.m., the college's Student Athlete Advisory Committee held the first annual Turkey Trot. The event was open to all. Those that participated donated to a good cause, either paying $5 or making a donation for Toys for Tots. By the time the event kicked off, members of the community were fighting the frigid weather as snow hit Etown for the first time this semester. To keep up to date on all events through the rest of the semester, visit etown.edu/news and events.
On Friday evening, the Pennsylvania Collegiate Music Education Association, or PCMEA, hosted a hot chocolate karaoke event. The festive night continued the college's holiday celebrations. ECTV's Adam Dalapazzi has the story.
Last Friday, PCMEA hosted their hot chocolate karaoke night in the Hoover Center. From 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., Blue Jays with a $5 entry fee could partake in karaoke to kick off the holiday season. The first 10 people to sing received a free baked good. Everyone who attended the event got a ticket for one hot chocolate beverage upon entry of the event. Students could also purchase cupcakes, brownies, and cookies. All proceeds went to PCMEA.
PCMEA is the Pennsylvania Collegiate Music Educators Association. We work closely with PMEA, the Pennsylvania Music Educators Association, and NAFME, I don't know the definition for that one, but we work together closely to create a good environment for students to learn music in the public school system.
Throughout the night, many Etown students sung songs from a variety of artists, including Chappell Roan, Queen, and the Beach Boys. They could either rock their song alone or with another person. The crowd kept the vibes up, singing and dancing along with the singer. The event showed people's love for singing.
Singing's always been important to me. I grew up singing. I'm still singing now in school. And I think everyone should sing. I think everyone can sing. And I think it just brings joy into everyone's life.
All the money raised from the event will fund PCMEA's attendance to the PMEA conference. PCMEA hosts karaoke nights every month. Keep an eye out for their next event on their Instagram page. From Elizabethtown College, I'm Della Pazzi, ECTV 40.
Now, here's Gwen Young with your weekly sports updates.
Thanks, Megan. This past weekend, the Blue Jays competed in some big games. Fifth-year Kelty Oster traveled to Terre Haute, Indiana for the NCAA Division III championships. There, she finished in 109th out of the 290 runners in the race. With that performance, Oster caps off her impressive Etown career. The swim teams raced in the Spartan Splash in York, Pennsylvania on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The men's team earned 566 points, which was good for a third-place finish out of the 5 competing teams. Junior Leif Hoffman impressed throughout the meet, which included a win in the 200 fly and a second-place finish in the 200 backstroke. The women's team finished in 4th with 485 points. Senior Gracie Harding was the top-performing Blue Jay. She broke Etown's swim record in the 50 freestyle and claimed first in the event on Friday. Her strong weekend also included a second-place finish in the 100 breaststroke. The teams will finish the 2024 season against Wilkes University on December 11th at home. The women's basketball team earned its second win in landmark conference play against Lycoming College on Saturday. It was a blowout that saw the Blue Jays win 88-31 as they moved to 4-1 on the season. The whole team got in on the action with this win, with only one Blue Jay reaching double digits. Junior guard McKenna Mummer dropped 11 points on 4 for 7 shooting. The men's basketball team also dominated Lycoming, winning 103-77. This was their first win in conference play, and with the win, they moved to 3-2. The team's efficient offense was unstoppable. They were smart with the ball, limiting turnovers, and they shot 57% from the field en route to the win. Senior guard Rance Russo led the team in scoring with a career-high 35 points. Both teams get back in action against Juniata College tonight at 7 p.m. The men's team will travel to Huntington, Pennsylvania, and the women's team will play at home in the Thompson Gym. In NFL action, Week 12 was a mix of blowouts and last-second wins. The Kansas City Chiefs outlasted the Carolina Panthers in a surprisingly close win, 30-27. Panthers quarterback Bryce Young kept it close with Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes leading a game-tying drive late in the 4th. However, the Panthers gave Mahomes too much time, and he put his team in position for the game-winning kick by Spencer Schrader as time expired. The Minnesota Vikings bested the Chicago Bears in overtime, 30-27. Bears quarterback Caleb Williams led an impressive comeback, scoring 11 unanswered to force overtime. The Vikings defense was up to the challenge in overtime, though, giving their offense a chance, and Minnesota kicker John Parker Romo gave the team their 9th win of the season with his 29-yard field goal. In NHL news, Pittsburgh Penguins center Sidney Crosby scored his 600th goal on Saturday against the Utah Hockey Club. This moves him to 21st all-time in career goals. The Washington Capitals received unfortunate news when it was revealed star winger Alex Ovechkin fractured his left fibula. The injury will keep the 39-year-old for 4 to 6 weeks. After a 15-goal start to his 2024 campaign, Ovechkin is just 27 goals away from breaking Wayne Gretzky's all-time goals record. Now, he'll have to wait at least a month before retaking the ice. That's all for your sports updates. Now here's Layla Murphy with your weekly weather forecast.
Thanks, Gwen. Welcome to the Weekly Weather Watch, where we cover the weather once a week, rain or shine. I'm your host, Layla Murphy. Today, Wednesday the 27th, is cloudy with a high of 50 and a low of 39. Thursday will be rainy with a high of 49 and a low of 39. Friday will be mostly cloudy with a high of 42 and a low of 25. It'll be partly cloudy on Saturday and we'll have a high of 37 and a low of 24. There will be more clouds on Sunday and we'll have a high of 35 and a low of 23. And it will be cloudy on Monday with a high of 34 and a low of 21. Tuesday will be cloudy and we'll see a high of 34 and a low of 20. Thanks for tuning in to the Weekly Weather Watch. I'm Layla Murphy. See you next week. Now back to Rosena and Megan in the studio.
In pop culture news, Wicked has been setting records in the box office. The newly released film sits at #1 on the charts and has already reached $114 million since its release on November 22nd. This is the year's third largest film debut, sitting behind Deadpool and Wolverine and Inside Out 2. In the music world, hip-hop artist Kendrick Lamar surprised everyone with a new album last Friday. The album, titled G&X, is his 6th studio album. It consists of 12 tracks and features artists like SZA and Roddy Ricch. The feedback so far has been very positive, as Lamar sets his sight on the Super Bowl halftime stage on February 9th.
In politics, Matt Gaetz, President-elect Donald Trump's nominee for Attorney General, is stepping down amid allegations of behavioral misconduct. He says that he does not plan to rejoin the House of Representatives, but still plans to have some sort of involvement in Trump's plans as president. His plan to drop out of Congress brings the Republican Party down by another seat, which will bring the already slim margin between the two major parties even closer.
That's all for this week, Jays. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at ECTV40 for the latest updates on our shows. I'm Rosena Campana.
And I'm Megan Spiegelberg. Have a great week, and remember to
take flight, E-Town!